legendary in a Caesar. Looking for a goddess with thunder thighs to be my Athena. And she ain't gotta sing, but it'd be nice if she could hit keys like Avisha. I could be your Martin, you could be my Gina, my PYT. But though the bunny is the bugs, the king looking for is Queen Latifah. I'm living la vida loca, mamacita, hola, como esta, chica? Hey, sweetie, you like you need something sweet. Looking for Mr. Right? I'm right here where you left me at. Here to spark some excitement in your life. Mr. One-Liner, I draw pickup lines. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you.
To my Penelope, your aura big, yet you still smelling me. Licking lips like Bill Bellamy. I gotta love Jones for what you selling me. Poetic prose, spoken words and melodies. Floetic souls, working birds, fly to better things. I could be a road runner, yet you still catching me. Unforgettable like my bow tie ring, our soul tie tings, our flow rising. Unforgettable like Nat Cole sing, spiritual Coltrane, be my soulmate. Be over 10 to my Sinclair, the Kyle to my Maxine. Ain't no living single here, even got our Tamagotchis matching. No one's supposed to be here, but thank God we found. And I'm sitting up in my room and I just wanna be down. I hope you pull up on me soon so we can be out. Loving basketball too, ain't no rebounds. Peace, y'all. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday with your girl, Sunshine Monet L. I am here with y'all for a Tarot Tuesday reading today. If you guys don't know, I am an admin in a group called Spiritual Baddies on Facebook. I highly suggest y'all go over to Facebook and Facebook search Spiritual Baddies University. Go ahead, answer the questions, join the group. It's a beautiful group, alignment with beautiful readers, a lot of people with a lot of knowledge on numerology, gematria, tarot, healing, shadow work, root work, all that fun stuff. Again, Spiritual Baddies University. And what we do over in that group is we do a theme every day of the week. And today is Tarot Tuesday. Love Tarot Tuesday. So y'all not going to get this very often. So y'all better hop on this now. Y'all know I do not do love readings. I just don't. So today, y'all better go ahead and catch this unicorn real quick. I am doing tarot love readings. Again, if you would like a reading, please comment in the chat. I want a reading. If you know where your Venus placement is and you want to specify love reading about your Venus placement, hey, if you know where your Venus is and your partner's Venus or your crush or your potential or your gentleman lady caller, and you want to align y'all Venusian placements, please comment in the chat. Let me know what y'all need. Not only will we be talking about your reading, which is donation based, we will also be doing a collective reading where I'll be talking about the transit of Venus because we just experienced the transit in Venus. I'll also be dialoguing about the Juno placement. Juno is an asteroid. It gives off the energy of Hera. We know the story of Hera, who was the wife of Zeus. She was very, devoted wife, to the point of a bit of a delusionment going on. She was willing to kill his side chicks and his extra kids. So Juno is the asteroid that gives off the energy of what you need in a bond or a relationship to have that level of loyalty, and what you provide that gives you the expectation that that level of loyalty is to be returned. So I see one person that requested a reading. Claudia, you still over there for your Venus placement? I see your Venus in Leo. So happy Venus return to you. Venus actually just entered Leo zodiac on June 5th. So now you have Venus moving, away from the third eye energy on the yin side of your third eye and moving into the yang side of the third eye. So you'll find some experiences coming into your space that are very triggering to your third eye energy, as that Venus is near Lilith as well as Pallas are also in Leo energy with that. Now, Pallas is the energy of your genius qualities that you may overlook. So we know Venus is not only about space of love, but it's also about space of business. So certain qualities and traits and methods and things that you have that you apply in your love space as well as in your business space that get undervalued, underrated, and overlooked. So those places are going to become more triggered in the coming days with those alignments sitting in Leo energy. You're going to have more experiences triggering you to exercise those overlooked qualities. You might find yourself getting praised more for them, or them becoming more noticeable, if not to other people, more definitely to yourself, which is going to encourage you to raise your bar, because now you see some things like, oh wait, I do that. I have that ability. Wow, like this is da da da. So as you come into those realizations, you kind of open your aura to attract energy that has a sense of value to that as well, because you attract the reflection of you, of course. So you have those genius-like qualities there, the triggerings there, that Leo energy there. Mars is also in Leo at this moment near Venus as well. So Mars being near that Leo energy as well is giving that circulation. Mars is about motivation, that taking initiative energy to get things going and stuff like that. So your natal Leo is very active with those asteroids and planets, in the transit chart, and Venus being back in the natal space of Leo as well, aligning the heart chakra with the third eye chakra. Excuse me. In addition to that, being able to materialize and manifest, what you want through your third eye. Your subconscious is letting you know what it is that it's time to bring into the forefront to materialize. And that's also coming from the Pallas energy as well. Very important to tap into your inner child at this time as a collective. I've been telling everybody as a collective, it's time to tap into your inner child, as this is the time where your inner child came into this space already with the answers. I already knew what I wanted to be. I already knew what my interests were. I just knew all these things. All I needed was the physiomotor skills, right? And so, go back to that child and what that child wanted to be and how that child behaved and interacted and things and stuff like that. There's some qualities there. There's some traits there. There's some strategies and intellect there in that inner child that got overlooked and undervalued and eventually repressed, which that little placement brings to the forefront. And so with that being said, that's where you're going to go. You're going to have those conversations with those younger versions of self. Like, okay, what did we like to do that we overlook? And just,
check off the checklist, cross off like, okay, yeah, this is definitely a no. This is a no. Oh, this might be something, just have that conversation. You're actually doing the reading for you is actually perfect to do first because you're in alignment with the transit chart. But that's what I got for you for your Venusian reading, Claudia. Again, for those of you guys, this is the Tuesday Tarot love reading. If you know your Venus placement, go ahead and put it in the comments. Let me know what your Venus placement is. I'll read it for you. Or if you just want a card pulled for you today, I got the tarot deck out today, so I can pull a card for you as well. Please share with your friends. Let them know that I'm over here. Let them know the cards is being pulled and all that fun stuff. We out here. Also on the collective chart, Juno entered the 11th house recently. So we moved from Juno being the house of success, finding those power couples and those power bonds in your career space. And now we're moving to a space where you're thinking about your bonds and your relationships more so on my soul's purpose. Like, what am I supposed to be doing for the community? How am I supposed to be giving back? The career thing, the 10th house of career and success in career is fun and all. For some of you guys coming into the motion that this isn't mundane indoctrination, this is repetitive, I don't want to do this anymore, etc., might be moving into new business ventures and now asking yourself the question, like, what can I do? Like, again, coming back to the energy I was telling you with, like, all those placements up there in Leo in the transit chart right now. Do some meditation, tap into your inner child, all those genius like qualities that got pushed down because they're unrealistic or statistical analysis says this the stability of this occupation or that or get out of that mindset, unlearn those things and come into a space where it's like, all right, what did I want to be? What did I want to do? Because we already came into this plane knowing what our purpose was supposed to be, already knowing what we are supposed to be doing. It's just coming down here and figuring out the how, really, because Earth is different from, where we are in our minds and our heads, right? Peace, welcome. If you would like a Venusian reading, please put your Venus placement down there, or if you would just like a card pull for you, let a goddess know. Welcome. But yeah, coming back to that. So Juno moving from the 10th house of career and that level of indoctrinated success and stuff is moving from that space and moving into like, okay, what's my soul purpose? It's like a level of social awareness, the desire to provide a certain level of justice, we're coming into like the village building, that kind of mindset, community building, that kind of mindset. That's what happens when Juno moves from the 10th house to the 11th house. You're moving away from the business to, the village. And in that space, you're really like thinking about what I need. Like what is a support group for me? What's a safe space for me to create and build this thing, to build this, to create my soul purpose, to pursue my soul purpose? What does that environment look like? What kind of bonds do I need to get that done? What kind of bonds am I trying to get with the people that are looking for my energy on the receptive side? And what kind of energy am I looking to receive on the receptive side? These are different kind of conversations you could have with yourself with this Juno energy. And it doesn't just apply with like the village building, but also the place of love. You're moving away from that mindset of I'm looking for a romantic partner for the business side of things, for my definition of career success. You're moving away from that superficial partner and moving towards more so, I want a partner that's in alignment with my soul purpose so we can pursue things together in alignment. That those desires are starting to change. Jupiter is in Aries. That means that sacral chakra is receiving a new beginning. Things that you used to feel pleasure in, or gave you that sensual satisfaction, isn't doing it for you anymore. It's like your taste buds are switching up on you. As summertime comes, the taste buds do undergo a sense of transition. That's when I go into my watermelon indulgence. I stop eating as much food and I start going for the water, fruits and vegetables. And that's also what switches, with Jupiter and Aries, is the your taste buds. In addition to that, aligning your natal Juno, what you personally need in a bond and contract with the transit, you could find out what the collective needs versus what you need. what you got going on. Peace. Welcome, welcome. This is a Tarot Tuesday reading. This is Love Tarot Tuesday. If you would like a card pulled for you, please comment in the chat. If you would like your Venus read, go ahead and comment what your Venus placement is in the chat, and I will read your Venus placement for you. Or I could pull a card for you, whichever one you like. Or you could just talk to me, because I'm over here talking about some stars and stuff. Maybe you could camel walk with me a little bit. Tell me, I want to learn some stuff today too. What did y'all learn today? Teach me something. My Juno personally is in Scorpio, and the transit Juno is in Gemini. So, you can also get into not just the zodiac energy of things, but also the elements. So my personal Juno being in Scorpio in that water energy, we know the energy of water, how it moves, how it flows, the speed of it, the strength of the bonds of it. That's why Scorpio is given that very extreme obsessive energy, because the strongest bond we have on this plane is water, the hydrogen oxygen bond, right? I spoke about this earlier. And Scorpio energy is that solar plexus energy. And so my Juno, what I need in a bonding relationship, I need you obsessed with me. I need you to be extreme. I like sensuality. I like touching. I like sex. That's what I need. I need to feel like the only person in the world. I like to be in the powerful position. I want my solar plexus chakra rubbed. And that's what it's like having a Juno in Scorpio. In alignment with the Juno being in Gemini right now as a collective, the bonds that we're focusing on are ones in our community. Gemini is, the community. It's like your neighborhood, your street that you live on, first cousins, aunts and uncles, family members you grew up with, parents, siblings, that Gemini community area. You can't place your Venus right now. I don't have my notes with me to read your Venus to you, but you do have it in that PowerPoint that was sent to you in your email if you want to check that out. And come back to me and let me know what your Venus placement is. Otherwise, I could just pull a card for you. Peace, y'all. Welcome into the room. This is Tarot Love Tuesday. If you would like a tarot card pull for you, please let me know. If you would like your Venus placement read, just comment your Venus placement in the chat and I'll read your Venus for you. In the meantime, I'm just speaking about some star stuff in the transit chart, applying it to your chakras and numbers and things of that matter. If you would like to, camel walk with me, expound on some knowledge, please communicate. I love to learn. I love to absorb. Peace. If you would like a reading, please comment in the chat. If you would like your Venus placement read, comment your Venus placement. If you would like a card pulled for you, just comment, I want a card. I got you. But yeah, like Juno being a Gemini on a collective, we're focusing on our bonds and what we need in the bonds in our community. And so that's where we're at with it. Juno is in Gemini in 11th house. So again, coming back to that energy of, the community and your soul purpose. What's your soul purpose amongst your community? Peace. Welcome. If you would like a card pull for you, just comment in the chat that you would like a card pull for you. If you would like your Venus placement read, comment in the chat that you would like your Venus placement read, and let me know what your Venus placement is. So right now in our bonds, the kind of bonds that we want to create with one another is focused on our soul purpose. What are we doing? How are we giving back to humanity? How are we, serving? That's very important. That's where we're at now with the way the planets are transiting as a collective. Now, you pay attention to your personal Juno, and that lets you know what facet of the collective placement you are sitting in. So coming back to my personal Juno planet, just to give y'all an example, my personal Juno planet is in Scorpio. So as a collective, as we're getting into our community and communicating with our community, I zoom in and I like to, flex on my solar plexus power. I'm sunshine. I'm sunshine. I like to, I'm usually being placed in a space of leadership. When you get into the astrocartography chart, I do live in my Scorpio placement place, so I'm in the place to do that, to find my Scorpio placement, alignments. In addition to that, when you get into the house that my Juno is in the fourth house. So it deals with home and family, creating safe spaces, aligning with maternal energy and being a maternal energy, and having my solar plexus fulfilled in doing that, and providing energy for my solar plexus in doing that. So that's my superpower, taking charge in that realm with that mother energy, which I do. Like in a lot of my friend circles, I always had that mother energy. I love problem solving and helping people through their endeavors and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at with it. That's what I provide to the collective that's looking for their bonds. Again, look up your Juno placement, and that'll let you know how you contribute to the collective Juno and Gemini in the 11th house as we come into our soul purpose. Thank you for tapping in, Tyree. I don't know my Venus placement, so I'd love for you to pull. Okay, Celia, I'll pull a card for you. Peace. Welcome. Let me know if you would like a card pull for you, or if you would like your Venus placement read for you. Chia.
No, that's
You got the King of Chalices as your first cup. This is like taking over the taking control of your emotions. When we're dealing with masculine energy, it's not always a man, but sometimes it's also dealing with your external self, your masculine self, and your emotions, taking control in that space. And this space is really just like learning how to master your water self, master your emotions, master how you're pouring into your cups. You see him pouring into 2 cups at that. So we're balancing between self and other energies, myself and others, pouring my emotions into myself, but also pouring, and they're pouring equally, and they're pouring steadily as well. So, you having those experiences, learning how to balance, your emotions, learning how to pour your emotions in a balanced level in your cup as well as other people's, is something to focus on as well. In addition to that, I have a reverse 4 cups. So you're lacking in the stability of emotions. So we're going to work on that. We want you on the upside of things. There is you do have like a masculine realm to your emotions, which is the external self and how you are expressing your emotions. So, you feel how you feel things on the inside, but have a balance with how you are expressing them on the outside, because there's a lack of stability there, and you're pouring in yourself and pouring in other self, pouring in your internal self and external self. So just coming into that balance is for you. So that's what I got for you. That's your card reading. Sean, I see you. You said you wanted a card as well. Peace, y'all. Welcome into the room. If you would like your Venus read, just let me know. You can comment your Venus placement in the chat, or if you would like a card pull for you, just comment in the chat. You would like a card pull for you. All readings are donation based, and we just gonna have fun with it. And in the meantime, I just talk about stars, but I'm gonna pull a card for you, Sean. I see you over there, cuz. Glad to have helped, Celia. I really like this deck too. It's just kind of like the lighting and the camera and stuff doesn't really give it any justice because it's like metallic-y. Peace, welcome. If you like a card pull for you, please comment in the chat. Pull a card for me, please. If you would like your Venus read, comment in the chat what your Venus placement is. I'm doing donation-based readings for this Tarot Love Tuesday. Feel free to share this video. Let other people know I'm here and I'm talking star stuff. If y'all want to know some planetary placements, let's talk about it. If y'all got some questions about the placements, let's talk about it, because I know I haven't been around for the planetary forecast, and I've had people hit me up like, oh my God, where are you? I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, oh, so sorry, I don't know what's going on either. I'm trying to balance other things. I'm over here pulling the Magician card real quick. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. But come the new moon is a new episode of the Planetary Forecast. I got y'all. I will be back, and we will be coming back with the astrological updates as well as the 30 days of affirmations. Just be patient with me. I got a couple of things I got to get in alignment first. I'm in the transition of my schedule. All right, Sean. I got the King of Wands. Taking control and doing it. It's time to get it done. It's time to, come into motion. Like, you know what to do. You know better. You have all the knowledge. You've been hoarding it and stuff like that. But like, now it's time to like trust yourself and believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Like, you want other people to have faith in you, but you got to exercise it in yourself first. That's the point of being the king of the wands, the king of doing. I trust myself. I have faith in myself. I have a lot of courage in myself to get these things done. In addition to that, you have the Ten of Swords. So this is probably what is preventing you from moving in that level of King of Wands, is that completion with some of the wounds that you have in your space. Wrapping those different things up, wrapping those different karmic experiences up. Those traumas in your space are not there to handicap you or make you feel like a victim or anything. They're there to help you gain strengths in certain areas of your life. Like, oh, I know I can do this because I went through that and I conquered it, and I know the methods and I see the patterns and I know blah 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 blah. Like, that's what that's for, and that's all the knowledge you've been hoarding. That's the knowledge. It's not so much as trauma to push you back or to make you feel like you're not doing enough or you're not giving enough, or you failed. It was knowledge. So you want to stop hoarding the knowledge as trauma and utilize it as trauma to assist you in moving forward. Peace. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. So that's the reading I got for you, Sean. Just learn how to transform those traumas into knowledge, because they weren't traumatic experiences to hinder you or put you in a stagnant place. Walk into that King of Wands. What you got going on for you is very, very exciting. Keep it moving. Welcome to Tarot Love Tuesday. If you would like a card pull for you, please comment in the chat. I would like a card pull for me. If you would like your Venus placement read, please comment in the chat. Hey, this is my Venus placement. I would like it for it to read. In the meantime, I'm talking about where the planets are at. If you have any questions, you want to expound on anything, communicate with me in the chat. I'm here for a little bit. I got some space and time. Oh, and please share the video. Please let people know I am here. You had the same thoughts? Cool. Yeah, it's time to walk into the King of Wands. You know what to do. You know what to do. You just have to believe in yourself. Like, if you want people to believe in you, you definitely have to believe in yourself. Your Venus is in Gemini. Beautiful. Venus in Gemini is very like wishy-washy, like back and forth. Venus just entered Leo recently, so you have that fire being added to your air. You have that fire being added to your air that can like make your air feel very hot, very expanded. You may find more opportunities coming your way. And so the lesson here that we have to learn is, as we came out of Venus in like Taurus, which was like super slow, but it was also teaching us focus and groundedness and stability. And then when you come out into this realm, now it's like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. Remember, Venus is the energy of sensuality. We're touching your senses, see, taste, touch, smell, your nervous system, what feels good, So as we're moving into that space, Gemini energy is all about that versatility. I want to be here. I want to taste this. I want to taste that. I want to smell this. I want to see that. I want to hear this, that, and the third. And you want to be mindful of that role strain that Venus and Leo is going to bring, because you're smart as shit. You have versatility is your superpower. You can do anything you want to do. It is a matter of having groundedness and focus. You want to be a master of something. And then if you want to dibble dabble on a whole bunch of other shit, do that. But master something. You want to master something. Communication and your love space is a big thing right now. Get a little spicy in your communication and your love space. Allow yourself to have that. I believe you already have a partner, so utilize that Leo energy. Like, allow yourself to be wooed and serenaded. Speak that into existence, because that's what you need. That Venus and Gemini energy needs affirmations. They want to be spoken to, this, that, and third. That'll help you in your love space. With the Venus energy at the moment is that communication. We're communicating everything we need. We over communicate. It's just like a lot of communication going on, a lot of building coming on, collective meditation going on, as Leo also not only deals with the heart chakra, but also deals with the third eye chakra. So, collectively meditating and things like that, being grounded and focusing your place of business. Find, just think about what it is. Think about what makes you the quickest money. Think about what makes you the most money. Think about what you just love to do, but costs you money. and then, compartmentalize. Like, okay, this could be a hobby. This can be an interest, just something I read about for now. I might get to that later because you got time. It's not a race, it's a marathon. And then you have something like, okay, this is going to be what I master at, because when I open the door for this, it comes to me easily. See, for you, your Venus being in Gemini, what house is your Venus in? Because that matters too. That's when we really specify where this Venus is going. Because your Venus being in Gemini, you can communicate anything. You could teach anything. You can learn something, absorb it in a way that you could just teach it right out. You're very like witty in that manner to be able to do that. So, I would look up what house it is, because that'll be able to assist you in specifying where that Gemini energy can be directed. Peace, y'all. Welcome into the room. If you would like your Venus placement read, please comment in the chat what your Venus placement is. Oh, yours is in the 7th house. So the 7th house is that Libra house, social awareness, social justice. So you going into that walk of, teaching people about like sovereignty, nation building, and community building in that realm, balancing those Mayat scales. That's good for you. Some type of the law and justice, some type of like structure being in the community, but on a political sense, whether it's like the board of education or, the actual like direct politics of it. And it doesn't have to be within the United States. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever, but like being in that realm of things. 7 is the celestial government. So that's probably where you want to be at. You probably want to be in that celestial government realm. You study law a lot. That's a good place for you to learn and teach in that space. So that's what I would master in that, and then dibble and dabble and everything else. That's what I would do for you. Peace, y'all. If you would like your Venus read, please comment in the chat what your Venus placement is. If you would like a card pull for you, you're welcome, love. If you would like a card pull for you, just comment, read me a card, and I could do one or the other. Just let me know. So we talked about Venus entering Leo energy. We talked about that heart chakra entering that third eye chakra. Leo energy is also associated with the heart chakra as well as the third eye chakra. And with it being in Leo, it's in the 12th house. So it's in that Neptune house, that house of subconscious, that house of the Akashic records, hidden agendas. A lot of our business ventures and our relationship ventures and our bonds that we're creating is going towards, what our soul purpose is. A lot of us are moving towards our nodes, our life path number. Let's talk about the node. Hold on one second. Currently, the true node is in Taurus, so it is in that Venusian energy, and it's in the 9th house of expansion, that Sagittarius energy, foreign interaction, coming into that space of building new nations, new villages, new tribes. It's good to have like that Sankofa vibe when we're looking back on history. However, the beings that are here, we all know we're bigger than a lot of things that we look back on. So if we know that we're bigger than the lifestyles that we look back on, then we shouldn't be completely repeating those themes of life, right? We shouldn't be trying to completely emulate those empires and those lifestyles and communities. We should be innovating them, right? bringing them things to a new, because our hindsight is now 2020 and we see where we went wrong back then, because now we can see a whole timeline of context surrounding, our lifestyles once upon a time, our mindset and heart set, our methods of commerce, how we were treating one another, all that stuff, and what it led to, the different events that led to it for us to be here where we are now. So knowing those things, we are here to bring things anew, being the new individuals. So, that's always my rebuttal when we kind of like get so deep into history that we forget to be present, and we get too wrapped up into the debating of historic facts and who are we and what we call ourselves and stuff like that. I mean, that's a conversation to have. At the same token, let's be present. Who are we going to be now? Because we know better than who we were. If we know better than who we were, why even call ourselves those things? Why not be something now? Because that's what we're here to do. Because even back then, in those spaces in time, we were invoking ourselves now anyway. So we knew back then we weren't at 100 because we were spending time invoking ourselves today. So, we're here. What we going to do? Be present. That's what a lot of these houses are pulling us into as we go into a lot of the outer houses. Now we're moving into our planets are moving a lot into the 11th and 12th houses of energy, of going into our soul purpose, our humanitarian pursuits. A lot of us collectively tapping into our Akashic records on things. All of that is good stuff. Anybody else want a tarot card read? Y'all want a card pull for you? You want your Venus placement read for you? Let me know. What else did we have? Oh, I don't know if y'all felt the planetary shift, but I've been asleep for the last couple of days. Y'all know Pluto entered Capricorn. Pluto went back into Capricorn on the 11th. What's today? Tuesday. So what was that? Like Sunday? It was on Sunday at 5:45 in the morning. Pluto went back into Capricorn zodiac energy. So, now you went back from like that detached energy. It's kind of like the Kundalini of Scorpio is being like sprung out of, detached from Aquarius energy again. Aquarius being the initial point in the root chakra, the yin part of the root chakra, and Capricorn being the yang part of the root chakra. So yeah, that's exciting. That's cool. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius was like in the 1776, when we were dealing with the Revolutionary War. And it takes about 428 years for Pluto to make like a full like circle. So, you do the math, 400 years before that was the 1300s. That's when we first started dealing with the revolt with the colonizers. And then 400 years before that is when you have like, Moors being at their peak in the 900s, I believe, is when stuff started getting signed over. You just keep going back 400 years, 400 years, 400 years. And then you can see like, that was like during the times of like different revolts happening, different things. America turned 400 last year or the year before last. America turned 400 years old. No, it was last year in 2022 on Cancer. Yeah, because there's a debate between America being a Libra or a Cancer energy, but America is ruled by Cancer. However, we claim that it was born in Libra. So you have America turning 400 last year. So that makes these next few years very interesting as we're in the shadows of that 400. We are also in that energy of Pluto re-entering Aquarius energy. And you see the cycles of the 428 with Pluto and Aquarius. So, a lot of revolutionary things happening in the root chakra of this country. Again, we have, souls like Mel Aboriginal Bay. And if you guys aren't following her, y'all should be. She does have a lot of knowledge that she provides on sovereignty and nation building and law. It's a lot of energy being shared in the group and stuff like that she has, and all that fun stuff. There's a lot of individuals, that are in alignment with her walk and the energy that she provides, that's providing that energy as well. But that's definitely Pluto and Aquarius energy in the root chakra. That's definitely energy to look out for. What else do we have today? We had some planetary shifts. Juno actually entered the Gemini constellation today. That happened around 6:30 in the evening. On Sunday, not only did Pluto enter Capricorn, but Vesta also entered Taurus. Now Vesta is a little bit different than Venus energy. So Vesta, we're dealing with the asteroid. We get a little bit more in detail with the asteroid energy. So Vesta is about passion. I don't know if you guys know about the Vestal Virgins, but the story with the Vestal Virgins is that, like, you know, they had to remain virgins and keep the fire alive. And the fire was, these were like fire watchers. They got their answers from the fire. The Vestal fire is supposed to stay burning for protection of the village and giving answers and blah 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 blah. So, the Vestal virgins, their duty was to stay virgins, and they had to watch the fire. And if they, were caught doing anything other than, they were stoned to death. In the same breath, they were treated very well. They were like VIP citizens. They were able to free people from jail. They had special access to events and stuff like that. That's the Vestal Virgin energy. Now, that alignment with your personal self is, okay, the same. So when we think about like your neurotransmitters in your brain and how your brain gets activated, the engagement of sex activates certain neurons in your brain. When you engage in a certain activity, this activates the same neurons in your brain as if you were having sex. And that's what your Vesta placement is. Vesta as a collective entered Taurus energy. So Vesta is coming to our heart chakra. Everybody's in our heart chakra place right now. And we talked about the heart chakra being in Leo. The heart chakra is in the third eye. Everybody's wants to go to their subconscious to get the answers they need to pursue matters of love and business. And that's really cool. You're really coming into, what you're supposed to be giving back to humanity and making a business out of it, allowing that to be your value of self and what you bring to the table. Hey, you. Come here. Oh, my car started falling. Vesta entering the Taurus constellation. That happened on Sunday at 12:05 a.m. So the passion energy is going into the heart chakra. And the heart chakra is in Leo, which is in your third eye. So tapping back into your meditating, going into your subconscious. And I said that Venus was in the 12th house, right? So yeah, tapping into your Akashic records, finding out what you really want to do in pursuit of love and business. And if you met your partner at a time where you weren't like in alignment with your third eye, at this space and time, you and your partner probably need space and counseling. And I say that because you are going through a transformation with these planets, our personal planets transiting into outer houses. The 11th and 12th houses are beyond our animal self, our sensual self. And most likely you met that individual in the lower self energy. And because those personal planets are moving more so upward, you're going to need space and counseling with your partner that you have, because both of you are going through transitions of figuring out your place in that realm of Akashic records and unknown. And you guys might not be going in the same direction. You guys might not be each other's yin and yang, and you guys could be each other's yin and yang. You just need counseling and coaching as you deal with your personal transitions in each other's space. So, have enough compassion and empathy for one another to give each other that is very important in this space and time. If you need that space and you're not allowing yourself to have that space, your partner is going to reflect that energy. If you're not respecting your needs and expectations, your partner is going to reflect that energy. So, that's where we're at right now. If you guys need any type of like coaching and counseling, you already know I do the natal chakra healing and the natal chakra therapy. I would be more than glad to do that for you guys with your synastry charts, where I align you guys charts to show you guys where y'all complement each other's energy, where y'all may clash with each other's energy, the different patterns you guys are going to go through in your relationship, especially if you have an anniversary date amongst your synastry chart. I could definitely assist you with the different patterns your relationship will be going through in alignment with the transit chart and the collective. And I could definitely tell you guys the different experiences you guys will have with that Venusian 12th house placement, the 11th house placements we got going on, Vesta entering your heart chakra, your passion, you're not going to be able to deny yourself anymore. It's getting to the point now where if you keep ignoring what it is your subconscious is telling you, you're going to find a lot of restriction, resistance in your indoctrination. It's going to be hard to maintain all the things you were indoctrinated to maintain. And it's going to become very frustrating. That's because those are things you're not supposed to be really having anyway. But then even on top of that, you're placing it above yourself. And we know God is a jealous God, and thou shalt not have a God before me. And that's talking about yourself. When you put other gods before yourself, bad things happen. It doesn't go your way. Things don't go your way. So, be mindful of that. Be mindful of the different resistance and restrictions. You can manifest what you want, but you don't get to control how you get it. And there's some things that you're going to have to let go out of your space in order for you to receive what you need to receive. So you've been manifesting the village. Don't expect that apartment lease to go well, because ain't no apartments in the village. You know what I'm saying? But you have to learn how to communicate when you need space to your village. That's another thing. A lot of us in this community, y'all still under the indoctrination of the falsehood of how great isolation is, and isolation is not great. If you're trying to manifest a certain lifestyle, that indoctrinated lifestyle is not going to work out for you. You want to go off grid, you want to find your village, that apartment lease, that house mortgage is not going to work out for you. It's going to fall apart because it's supposed to, because that's not what you're manifesting. You're manifesting something different. So let that stuff fall apart. Be open, communicate. Says, these Gemini placements is communication. You gotta learn how to communicate with your safe spaces. Communicate with these. You put a lot of energy into creating these groups, to creating these circles and alignments and your ventures and adventures and all this stuff like that. So use them. What was the point of creating them if you're not going to use them to create the lifestyle that you said that you wanted? You're basically saying you don't have faith in your own manifestations. So what's the point of manifesting if you're not having faith in them? And that's a conversation you have to, have with yourself in all the different facets and details. Yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Yeah, you're going to sacrifice. Yeah, you're going to do some stuff that you've been indoctrinated that an adult shouldn't be doing or a parent shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's a part of it. The more you are in alignment with your soul purpose, the less you are in alignment with the indoctrination that's being repressed upon you. That's a part of the game. You got to let yourself have that. And you got to ask yourself, what master am I serving? Who am I serving? Who am I really willing to serve? Pay attention to your 11th house placements. They'll give you the answer. Pay attention to your 12th house placements. They're going to give you the answer. Have these real conversations with yourself. If you just playing in your head and you over there, speaking spells on your head to let you know, oh, because I know this, because I do this, is good enough, is good enough. In the meantime, you're still repressing things about yourself. Obviously, it's not still good enough. You still don't believe in yourself. You're still not believing in what you create. You're still not believing in the lifestyle that you see for yourself, because you're not letting it happen. You're fighting against it to keep a hold of your indoctrination, to keep a hold of what you've been taught. Peace, y'all. Welcome to the group. Again, if you would like a tarot card pull for you, please comment in the comment section. I would like a card pull for me. If you would like your Venus placement read, comment that you would like your Venus placement read. In the meantime, in between time, just doing a collective reading. We are in the year of 7. 7 is the year of the celestial government, social awareness, and justice. We're balancing the scales of Mayat. We're balancing the Oba scales. You know, we're coming in, Oba is a Venusian energy. We're collectively recalibrating our vibration, because the heart chakra is your vibration. That's the balance beam. That's a pillar between your physical and non-physical self. So collectively, that's what we're focused on this year. Last year, we focused on the 6th house. That was your health and wellness. That's when all of y'all were going on the diets and the fasting and the herbal awareness and the Ayurvedic healing and all that. And I'm proud of y'all. Y'all did a lot of solitude work. That was the 6th house energy. Now it's time to come into the collective. And if you're fighting coming into the collective, what was the point? Let that shit fall apart. That shit is not a part of the collective. That's not the vision you had for yourself all 6-year energy. That whole 6 year, when you were doing all that stuff on a daily basis, you was like, damn, I need a village. Damn, we need to build the schools. We need to do this. We need to do that. You was doing all that. We need. Where's the implementation? Where's your faith in it? This is the year that the celestial texts come together to build what you're talking about. The 6th house is Virgo energy. That deals with the 8th sphere of the tree of life. That's when we were in the space of labeling and really using our brain of separation and saying, hey, we do need this. We do need our own separate schools. We do need our own separate nation. We need our own separate villages. We need our own separate businesses. We need the alloidal trust. We need the trust. We need the privatization. We need our own security. We was doing all of that in the year of 6 in alignment. 7th is the year of faith. You got to have faith in all that shit you spoke into existence in the 6th year. If you don't, really, what is the point? What was the point? And if you don't, you in the fucking way. Let me tell you, you're in the way because there's people. When all of us was talking in the year of 6, we was speaking shit into existence. We was creating the bonds in the air. So now our electromagnetic fields are moving for us to connect in the physical. And if you're fighting the wave to align in the physical, you're going to keep fighting what's supposed to be happening. And certain things have to happen in your space so that they can open up waves for them to happen in other spaces. You know what I'm saying? Other people are relying on you to be on your square so that they can do what they can do. You being on your path and you doing what you're supposed to do is helping other people do what they're supposed to be doing. And you have to keep that in mind too. This ain't just about you. This is the collective. The collective energy is doing this as well. That's why I don't just talk about your natal chart. I also talk about the transit chart. I talk about the collective energy over top all of us, because all of this is bigger than you as an individual. You're a facet of the overall geode. You're a facet on it, and your facet matters. And if you don't stand on your square on your facet, then you're a soft spot. And that's when that's the spot where all the parasites come in. That's the weak spot. That's the permeable spot where everything starts to invade at, and we don't got time for that. Peace. I was told to add my month, day, and 223 to tell me what my energy year would consist of. My reflection and I both add up to 7. Yeah. And then when you get into the numerology thing, you add up yours too. You could separate your year from 2023, and the difference that you get shows like the level of expansion, where you're at, where you were coming from versus where you at. With your contribution to 2023 is the difference between 2023 and the year you were born. Also, it talks about your stage towards your life path number, your alchemy year. If you get into alchemy, zodiac energy, that's the addition of the year you were born. That's your overall energy to work on. Peace. If you would like a card pull for you, just write in the comments, I would like a card. If you would like your Venus read, just comment that you would your Venus placement, and I'll read your Venus placement for you. But that's cool that I added up to 7, because that still puts you in the celestial government. That still puts you in a place of celestial enforcement, of the divine blueprint. So as you're learning the law, as you're learning the divine blueprint, and you start innovating it or whatever, because hindsight is 2020. We see what we went wrong back then, and we're innovating it into a new. As you come into that space, you will be assisting it and enforcing it, teaching it, coming up with the infrastructure of the hierarchy within the blueprint, however that looks to you. Peace, welcome. If you would like a card pull for you, just comment in the chat you would like a card. If you would like your Venus read, just comment you want your Venus read. I'm gonna be on here for like 4 more minutes and then I'm gonna head out. Oh, we also had a really cool alignment. Aries entered the Aries constellation. So, Aries has been an Aries zodiac energy since 1925. And that was, 1920s was a big year for the divine feminine movement of, equality and voting and, the beginning of fighting for, equal payment in the workforce and, all that stuff like that. Aries is the primordial feminine energy. So, it's like the feminine version of Mars. So Mars is more masculine. Aries is that feminine energy. So it brings you back to like that Amazonian woman, that primordial woman. What was the feminine energy in the beginning? How was that energy like? So, women fighting for their power back, that throne coming back. That's where we was at in the beginning, on the throne. Not taking shit, doing whatever the fuck we wanted to do. Be feeling empowered, unity, covens, maternal homes. Now homes are being utilized for multiple women to come together with their children. Communes. That feminine energy has been coming into play. We're learning how to utilize it in a conducive way, but right now it's kind of like when you first start playing with the scales, they get uneven to an extreme level to where you have this I don't need a man versus woman rhetoric. People over masculine physical beings, becoming overwhelmingly engulfed in their feminine energies and creating different rifts in their personal lives because of their inability to control that feminine energy, to direct that feminine energy accordingly, and vice versa. Feminine beings not knowing how to calibrate their Aries energy, their primordial feminine energy, and mistaking it for masculine energy. That all comes from just not being aware of your energies, the facets of your energies, and the different jargon. There's spells in this jargon that we're using, these different political communities and organizations, the spells that they speak. Peace, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm about to be out of here too. I got like 2 more minutes. I'm gonna play a video for y'all and I'm gonna head out. And I appreciate y'all being in the comments. I appreciate y'all talking to me. I appreciate y'all sharing these videos. The planetary forecast will be back. Come new moon will be the planetary forecast, and the astrological reports will be returning as well. I'll use this last 60 seconds to tell y'all what I'm up to. The Cosmic Nobody's Convention has solidified a location. So August 26, 2023 will be the 3rd annual Cosmic Nobody's Convention. We'll be in Willingboro, New Jersey. We are looking for vendors. We're looking for workshop instructors. We're also looking for performers. On that day will also be the flatter battle. So we are looking for 3 performers for the flatter battle. We are also looking for performers for the series finale of Virgo Virgin Talk. The theme for the series finale of Virgo Virgin Talk is History Leaders of Today. That podcast will be divided into 4 segments. The first segment will be what makes one a leader. The second segment will be how have we supported or failed our leaders in the past. The third segment is who are our history leaders of today. And the fourth, because y'all know I love call to actions, we will be talking about how can we support our leaders of today, from where we are, because not everybody's built to be a leader. Not everybody's built to be on a podium and be talking all that talk. Not everybody's a teacher, but everybody does play a part. Even our silent people, y'all play a part. Our projectors out there, y'all play a part. Everybody needs support. Everybody needs, people to, I don't like the word followers because it's not followers. Everybody needs reflections around them to reflect their light, So, we all play a part, so I'm looking for 8 people because it'll be four speakers per each section. All right. Me and Danielle, of course, will be the common denominator in all 4 sections. And so we need 2 speakers per each section to solidify with us. So we need 8 speakers for Virgo Virgin Talk. We will have a performance between each section. So we need 4 performers for Virgo Virgin Talk in addition to the 8 speakers. And then, of course, we have the main event, which is the Cosmic Nobody's Convention. I'm looking for people to assist me in announcing the winners of some of our nominees. Don't forget, we're still in nomination phase. Nomination phase is over July 1st. So please nominate your healers. If you need assistance with nomination, please reach out because I know this year was kind of messy the way different things have been set up. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm trying to catch my bearings. I got y'all, I promise. However, we have some great things coming. So, I got you. Voting begins, that first week of July. As I set up the website, you'll see the flyers coming out with our nominees. The interviews will start rolling out with our nominees. I'm gonna inbox you the link to nominate. In fact, can I put the link in the comments? Hold on one second. Let's see. Okay, I think I put the link there. I'm trying to put the link on the link is also on my Facebook. I'm putting the link on my Facebook now. So you guys can click the link and nominate your healers. And those who nominate yourself or nominate other people, just be on the lookout for my messages, because my messages, they get put to like people's like outer inboxes and stuff like that, and so it gets hidden. But it's free to nominate people. I am accepting donations for the Cosmic Nobody's Convention because it does cost money to make the awards and stuff. But outside of that, like, it's free to nominate people. It's free to be nominated. We have so many categories up there, from music artist to community builder to podcaster, actor, Reiki healers, tarot readers, so many different categories. Go up there and nominate as many people as many times as you want. That's perfectly fine with me. The more the merrier, because we like to spread the word. This is something that we do every year. If you would like to purchase tickets to be involved, the Eventbrite and all that stuff will be happening tonight as I have my coffee beside me right now, and I am ready, as soon as I get out of this live, to start getting started on that and share all that information with you guys. But I'm very excited about this Cosmic Nobody's Convention. I'm excited about the finale of Virgo Virgin Talk. We do have a Sankofa season of Virgo Virgin Talk happening every Sunday, where me and Danielle are looking back to season 1 and 2 and expounding on our episodes. We just did Venus Talk, which is a divine alignment now that we're doing Love Tarot with the Spiritual Baddie University. But we just did Venus Talk on Virgo Virgin Talk, so you guys can look back on that episode. This episode that we have coming this Sunday will be Symbols in Their Spells, and we're being blessed with Brother Knowledge on the last day of Gemini season to come speak with us about symbols and their spells and expound on that episode that we did on season 2. So I'm very excited about that. Also catch me on Seeds of Sun podcast every other Saturday. Planetary forecast is coming come new moon. I have the Build Your Own Tarot course coming up. The Energy Awareness course is coming up. Oh, I also have an opportunity to be a beta tester for my Energy Awareness course. I have a spiritual support circle. If you are interested in joining the spiritual support circle, set up a one-on-one appointment with me, and I have some questions, some interview questions for you. I'm gonna go over your chart and bring you into the group and introduce you to the people, and you guys will be beta testers to my Energy Awareness course. I know you guys have been waiting for me to teach a class, so being a part of the group, you guys will receive the class for free. It is going to cost you your energy. You do have to show up, and so that I can see how well this works. But that's all I require. Show up for me, please. We can get, you get the knowledge that you need. I get the knowledge that I need, and it's a great time. So I have some really big projects I'm very excited about. We have a physical store in the works. So, great things, manifesting great things. Again, I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. I've had a great time with you guys, reading your Venus placements, pulling cards for you guys. So now I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to replay the song again for Tarot Love Tuesday. This is Grizzy Ray featuring Sunshine Monet L, All I Do, bringing the 90s vibes, the 90s bars, the 90s double entendres and soliloquies and metaphors to love music once again. I really love this song. I hope you guys love it too. Please share this video. Some people might resonate with this video, with these readings. Some people might resonate with these transits that's happening in the stars. And I will see you come new moon for the next planetary forecast. I love y'all so much, y'all. Energy awareness is key. Please reach out to me if you need assistance with your energy awareness.
Legendary in a Caesar, looking for a goddess with thunder thighs to be my Athena. And she ain't gotta sing it, but it'd be nice if she could hit keys like Alicia. I could be your Martin, you could be my Gina, my PYT. But though the bunny is the bugs, the king looking for is Queen Latifah. I'm living la vida loca, mamacita, hola, como esta, chica? Hey, sweetie, you like you need something sweet. Looking for Mr. Right? I'm right here where you left me at. Here to spark some excitement in your life. Mr. One-Liner, I draw pickup lines. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you.
To my Penelope, your aura big, yet you still smelling me. Licking lips like Bill Bellamy. I gotta love Jones for what you selling me. Poetic prose, spoken words and melodies. Floetic souls, working birds, fly to better things. I could be a road runner, yet you still catching me. Unforgettable like my bow tie ring, our soul tie tings, our flow rising. Unforgettable like Nat Cole sing, spiritual Coltrane, be my soulmate. Be over 10 to my Sinclair, the Kyle to my Maxine. Ain't no living single here, even got our Tamagotchis matching. No one's supposed to be here, but thank God we found. And I'm sitting up in my room and I just wanna be down. I hope you pull up on me soon so we can be out. Loving basketball too, ain't no rebounds.
say.